When I watch dogs communicate with one another what they do not like, I see them using intimidation. They make the other dog submit. It's how it works, it's nature. And I find that there's a lot of human beings that they don't align with nature. They don't want to look at nature. They don't want certain aspects, at least, to exist. And when we don't align with nature and we don't accept it, what happens is we suffer and the dogs suffer. And then we're always stuck because we can't solve our problem with the same thinking that's creating our problem. When I was helping out at a shelter in the area, people love the results. When they see the results, the end spot where the dogs are all together, they're socializing, they're less stressed, they're out all the time, all together. They love that. But there's some people that don't like the way that I get there. And to me, it's interesting because these people will say that they're very compassionate, caring, loving people, and that you should never intimidate or make the others submit. But yet, when they interact with me, they threaten to slit my throat, kick my ass, end my career. You know, it's all intimidation to change my behavior. And so this small group of people then calls in, sends emails, leaves reviews, intimidating, threatening to change the behavior of myself, the shelter, and I find that very interesting. And these same people, when the methods and the approach that they use doesn't work, and it doesn't work for a large percent of dogs. And I personally think that even with the dogs that they feel like it's working for, they don't really understand dogs. The dog doesn't really understand the person. It's an illusion. But these people that say don't intimidate, don't make the dog submit, don't have consequences, when it doesn't work for the dog, they'll be very quick to recommend what they'll say, euthanasia. But I call it execution, because that's more appropriate for what they're doing. The dog's not behaving appropriately, so they kill. There's no middle ground, and killing is the ultimate consequence. So these people say, oh, I don't believe in consequences. You shouldn't. It's like, okay, I see it. You can't fool me. So I look at nature, I look at the dog's culture, their language, I look at the individual dog, the individual situation, and I approach everything from there. Dog training is pointless. It's a waste of time, money. Our belief system revolving around dogs is what's getting all these dogs killed. It's what is leading to our problems. When I was at the shelter, I saved the shelter so much money. It was so much more efficient because I could put all the dogs together. And they would be together all day long. And there's certain reasons why I would put them back in their kennel, but the time that they spent in their kennel was significantly less than what they were experiencing prior. I bet you at tops, for sure, I know this, that the dogs were up 2 hours max when I was there. And that was a day that was like, man, there's a lot of different things going on. And but for the most part, I would have them out all day long, together, where they can be dogs. learn how to socialize, learn how to interact with one another, different situations. I acted as the mediator. I helped them. And so, whoever wants to talk shit about me, intimidate me, threaten me, try to end my career, or whatever you want to do, it's not going to work. Because where I'm coming from is truth. It's the reality. And you can't beat reality. You got to align with it. And until we align with reality, we're going to suffer and dogs are going to suffer.